Hello, I'm Dionne and welcome to your practice. This is a flow for focus and motivation. So whether you are heading back to work or school, or you need to focus your attention for a big project, or you simply just want to pursue your dream, this is the practice for you. So as an option, if you've got yoga blocks, have a couple of them handy. If you don't worry about it, it's all good. You can use books, you can use cushions, pillows, whatever works, just something handy. You may or may not need it, okay? So when you're set, come onto hands and knees. Spread out the fingers nice and wide, and if you want to warm up the hands a little, try spreading the fingers out, lifting the heels up and down. So heels of your hands lift and lower. So just feel that connection underneath you. If you want to ground a bit more through your feet, you can try tucking and untucking your toes, just alternating that. And then settle in. We'll just move through cat and cow. So drop the belly. And as you do that, feel the tailbone lift, maybe lift the chin, roll the shoulders back. And then do the opposite, press the hands, the knees, the low legs, the feet into the floor, and then round the spine. So navel lifts, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone. There's the movement. So continue that at your own pace. And if you really want to use your breath here, you can synchronize the breath with the movement. So you can try that out any way that feels good. So slow down the movement, see if that helps you really get close to your breath, your rhythm. And then if you feel like adding a little bit more focus, perhaps you can use your gaze. So even though you're moving, when you're rounding the spine, perhaps your gaze can look towards your belly button. And then when you drop the belly, maybe you can trace a line up the wall. Okay, so just a couple more cycles, just synchronizing movement, breath and gaze, just drawing everything into this moment here as you start your practice. Nice, then neutralize the spine. Tuck the toes if they're not already. Lift the navel up and then hover the knees. You know where this is going, down dog. So use your hands, imagine you're pressing the mat forward and then reach your thighs back, bottoms up and back. Let the head go. So find your down dog, any way that feels comfortable. And if you're feeling a little bit stiff today, that's okay. Every day is different. It's okay if you feel stiff. So be tender with yourself. Bend the knees, spread the fingers, press the pads of the fingers into the mat. And then reach through the spine, maybe wiggle the hips a little side to side. And then see how it feels to draw the chin towards the chest as you look towards your knees. Maybe even look up towards your navel. And then maybe you straighten out the legs, come high onto your tiptoes. And as you exhale, lower the heels towards the ground, spread the toes, spread the fingers. So find your focus with your gaze, stay with your breath. Just keeping a nice even rhythm. All right, on your next inhale, come high onto your tiptoes. Then use your navel to come forward towards plank pose. So it's this little flow, coming towards plank, lengthening out, maybe gazing just ahead of your mat. And then bend the knees as if you're going to touch the floor, but hover, then draw the bum up and back. So it's these waves. You're going to go at your own pace. Coming forward towards plank and then pressing back towards down dog. If this is too much, just go back to the previous movement, cat and cow pose, okay? So just take another cycle here on your own. Stay with your breath. Stay focused. Nice. And we're going to end up in down dog. So jaw soft, tongue soft. Even through the left hand, the right hand, the left foot, the right foot. And inhale, come high onto tiptoes. And then staying even through hands and feet. Imagine your right foot still touching floor, but you're slowly going to lift that right leg up into the air. Spread the toes, press the foot away from you, navel towards the spine. Press that foot up and back. As you exhale, bring that right knee towards your nose. Shoulders come forward towards your wrist. Then hover there. See if you can lift the knee up just a little bit more. And then step that right foot forward. You got it. Come onto your fingertips. Or at this point, the ground feels a bit far away, you can use blocks or books or whatever. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lunge the chest forward, but press your back heel far back behind you. And from here, take your left hand forwards. Reach it forwards, maybe even gaze up towards your fingertips. And then do the opposite with the right hip. So draw the right hip back. So it's like someone's pulling you with your left hand and your right ankle. So lift the navel a little. Lovely. Left hand down. Step back to plank. Take an inhale. Find your breath. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of the feet down, cobra. As you inhale, hug the elbows in. Don't worry about how high you come. Exhale, lower to the floor, push back to down dog. Take a breath, even out through left hand, left foot, right foot. And then same again, but other side. So slowly inhale, left leg up into the air, navel to spine. Press the left foot back. Keep your gaze focused, especially when more starts to happen. Then bring that left knee forwards, round the spine, maybe lift the knee a little bit higher. Charge up, press the left foot down, come onto fingertips or blocks. So same again, chest reaches forward, right heel reaches back. Take a deep inhale here. And then option to add that right arm, maybe gaze up towards your right hand, draw the left hip back. Nice, so keep that grounded sensation through your feet. Lovely, then right hand down, step back to plank, inhale in plank. Exhale to your belly, however you get there. Try and keep the gaze steady as you inhale. And then exhale, press back to down dog. Find your way back, even. Left side, right side, steady the gaze. Take a breath. Nice, and bend the knees a little. Take a walk towards your hands. Nice and easeful. Feet hip width distance apart. And then start to bend the knees a little. So rest the belly on the thighs, okay, and just see how that feels. So imagine you're squeezing the knees towards each other. This might be enough. Option, you probably reach forward and you should be able to grab the top of the mat. If not, you might need to shift yourself forward. And then use the mat as if you're trying to pull it forward and away from you. And as you do that, see if you can bend the knees into a deeper squat. Okay. So use your arms, use your feet, and it's okay to round forward in the spine. You can let the chin go as well. So just ground that energy. Maybe focus on your toes. Nice. And then slowly start to lift the hips. So press into the feet, lift the hips, and come into a forward fold. So you can let the mat go here. The legs don't have to be straight, so just do what you can. And then if it feels good, reach the hands behind you. You can interlace fingers and then just take a nice shoulder stretch here. Maybe bend the left knee and then twist the chest to the right. And then do the opposite. Bend the right knee, twist the chest to the left. Come back to center, bend both knees, let the hands go, and then walk back into your down dog, however you want to get there. From down dog, take a breath, even left and right side. And then bend the knees, look forward. So now we're going to charge up and use that power from our center. So lift the navel, gaze forward to a point on the mat between your hands, maybe just a little bit forward. And then take a little hop, see how it feels. All right, it may or may not have happened, and that's okay. Feet hip width distance apart, hands to low legs. Inhale, take a back bend here, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, fold all the way down, maybe tuck the chin, take a breath. Next inhale, come all the way up, sweep the arms out and overhead. Exhale, palms together at your chest, take a breath. Press evenly into your feet. Imagine you're trying to kind of rip the mat apart with your feet. And then just feel that charge from your feet working up into your legs, your hips, side body, all the way out to the crown of the head. And then wiggle the feet together. Draw the navel in and then lift the left knee up. And then take hold of the left knee, give it a little squeeze in. Press into the standing foot, get a little bit taller. Maybe you stay here, and if it's wobbly, just use a wall to help you balance. Otherwise, right hand stays on left knee. Left elbow draws back behind you. Now here's the challenging bit. When we change where our gaze is, it makes things 100 times harder, okay? So you choose. Maybe you gaze down towards your right fingertips as the hand moves back behind you. If you want to extend the arm, just see how that feels. And if you're wobbling, remind yourself that it's okay to wobble. This is life. Balance is never steady. Just do what you can. So slowly rebending that left elbow, bring everything back, hugging the knee. Now take palms together at the chest, bend the standing knee and then step back into a lunge. Crazy bananas. Hook the thumbs like butterfly wings, spread the fingers, and then draw the palms up in the air. Take a deep breath here. Nice, then bring the palms together at your chest. Left elbow hooks to the outside of the right knee. And then maybe you can take a little twist to the right. If it's feeling accessible, maybe slowly gaze up towards your right elbow. If not, just leave it behind, it's all good. Nice. And from here, unravel, hands to the floor. Lift the front foot. Nice, and then come back into plank pose. Then back into down dog. Take a breath in down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step, jump or hop forwards, whatever works. Inhale, lift the chest. Are you still breathing in a way that feels nourishing? Exhale and fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, palms together at the chest. So recenter here, even through left foot, right foot. Gently pull the mat apart with your feet, charge up, and then wiggle the feet together. So this time, pick up the right knee, you can give it a squeeze, and play with your balance here. Maybe you stay here, otherwise left hand to right knee, right elbow draws back, so just take your time here. Maybe you use your gaze to focus on your fingertips. Steadily press into the standing foot. And then close that right elbow, come all the way forwards, hug the knee in, palms to chest, then bend the standing knee, step back into a lunge, just take your time here. Hook the other thumb on top, spread the fingers, and rise up into a high lunge. And then bring the palms together at the chest, this time right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Doesn't have to be your biggest twist, so just do what you can. Then maybe you use that elbow against the knee to take a twist. If it feels interesting, maybe gaze up towards your left elbow. Lovely, then unhook, hands to the floor, plank pose. From plank, lower everything down to the floor. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to down dog. Take a breath in down dog. Even, steady, focused. Come high onto the tiptoes. Slowly inhale, right leg up into the air. Exhale, step the right foot forward. At this point, you might need to wiggle yourself towards the back of your mat and grab your props. So whether it's books, cushions, yoga blocks, you can decide on the height yourself. So the higher the height, the more space you're going to have, okay? So from here, you're going to experiment with bunny hopping the back toes forward, keep the front knee bent, and then see how it feels to bring that knee in. It's as though you're going to kiss that left knee. It's coming that close towards you, so the spine's going to round. And then from here, use your props to support yourself. See if you can lift the right heel up as you swing that left foot forward. Okay, so right heel is lifted. And then maybe you can bring that left heel to the floor. You might stay on blocks or experiment with straightening the spine, maybe bringing palms together at the chest, press the palms together, squeeze the knees together. Maybe as you do that, you can extend the left foot out in front of you, spread the toes. If you're wobbling, it's okay. Lovely, reach down for your props, then lower your bum to the floor so the whole of the right foot comes down. Left leg comes down, drop the right knee out to the side. Nice, it's like tree pose but sitting. Turn the chest towards the long leg, left fingertips down, right arm reaches up, deep inhale. And exhale, take that right hand somewhere on the left leg, maybe reach the foot. Doesn't matter though, but there's a twist here as well as a fold. So you can let the head go, find your breath here. So if it feels interesting, maybe use your gaze to ground your energy. So look downwards towards your knee, maybe even towards your navel. Lovely, next inhale, slowly come on up. Lift that right knee up and then step the right foot to the outside of the left leg. So we're going to take a twist now. So right fingertips behind you, left arm reaches up, deep inhale. Exhale, you can hook the elbow around the knee or to the outside of the knee and twist the chest to the right. So see if you can roll the right shoulder back, and then if it's comfortable for your neck, try turning to look over your right shoulder and up. So it's like a proud pigeon, lifting the chest. Lovely, and from here, keep the legs where they are. And just rotate the chest, the upper body, and arms to the other direction. So now you're twisting to the left, rolling left shoulder back, maybe even gazing over that left shoulder. Really nice. Then slowly rotate. And then from here, you're going to step that foot back to center, reach for your props again. I'm going to go back the way we came. So really ground that right foot, spread out the toes. Okay, so if it helps, you can bend the left knee as well, if that's going to help you get up. Otherwise, set the blocks up, press the hands into them, see if you can lift the bottom up, and then re-bend that left knee and step back into a lunge. I know, crazy bananas. From here, we're going to hop switch. So you can bring the hands back to the floor or stay on your fingertips. Charge up your belly here, so lift the navel, and then after 3, 2, 3, you're gonna switch to the other side, okay? We back? Kind of. So from here again, if you need to wiggle towards the back of the mat, go for it. You might use your blocks here. So we're gonna do the step through. So do what you can. Press the weight into the left foot, lift up the right leg, bring the knee forwards, and through, okay? So at this point, you can lift the left heel up, you can bring the right heel to the floor, squeeze the knees together. Maybe you're rounded, maybe you start to extend the spine upwards. Palms might come together, just go at your own pace. And then if you want to experiment, maybe you lift up the right heel, spread the toes, press the foot out in front of you. Woo. Lovely, then reach down for your props, bring bum to the floor, left heel to the floor, left knee out to the side. Set up for your seated twisty fold, so right hand behind you, left arm up, get long as you inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes somewhere on the leg, turn the chest towards the long leg, and then fold. So try folding on the exhale. Let's see if that gives you a bit more space. You can let the head go, maybe look towards the right knee, right navel. Stay with your breath here. Stay focused, even though when things get a little bit busier, more hectic, or feel more overwhelming, it tends to be more thoughts, more information that comes at us. So it's more of an effort to stay focused. Just do what you can. Inhale, come on up. Left foot comes all the way to the floor, step it over the right leg, set up for your twist, left hand behind you, right arm up. As you exhale, hook the elbow or hug the knee and twist to the left. So there's often this inclination to kind of hunch over and stay small, especially if we are feeling that there's lots going on and it's difficult to focus. So see if you can do the opposite, like give yourself some courage, lift the chest, and often that's going to give us more space to breathe, even though it's difficult to breathe in a twist. Ready to flip it in the other direction? Just turn the upper body towards the other side. So stay close to yourself. Coming back to center. So reset yourself. Left foot comes to the floor. Okay, so try and bring the heel close towards you. Reach the hands down for your props. Lean forward so that you can straighten the arms. That's going to give you more power. Maybe you can start to bend the right knee. So we're going to go back the way that we came into a lunge. Get there however it's possible to do so. And then just step back to down dog. Find that steadiness, that support that's always there. And bring knees down to the floor. If knees feel a bit tender, you can always take your mat and just fold it over. Just give yourself some padding. Okay, so sitting on the heels, rest the hands on your thighs, soften the shoulders. Okay, maybe you stay here. Maybe you rise up to kneeling and you can tuck your toes here or keep the tops of the feet to the ground, whatever works. But see if you can focus on not only having weight going straight down through the knees, but also trying to connect the lower part of the leg with the ground. So you're kind of distributing that weight so you've got more support. And then take the hands behind your back like you're tucking them in jean pockets. Squeeze the elbows together and then lift the chest. Okay, so that's all we're doing here. Just rising up into the chest, proudly, with courage. Nice, and maybe we stay here. Some of us might be able to just gently lean the hips forward and start to trace that line up the wall, maybe up towards the ceiling. Some of you might feel comfortable reaching right hand back to right heel, maybe left arm reaches up and back. So go steady on your neck. Nice, then use that left arm to inhale, come all the way up, swapping sides, find the denim pockets. Denim pockets. Squeeze elbows, lift the chest. Start to come back. Maybe you stay here, maybe right arm reaches up and back. So left hand can stay in your pocket or reach down for the heel. So whatever works, but try turning the chest evenly. Nice, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, sit back down on your heels and then slowly just draw the chin down towards the chest. Turn the palms up. Take a few breaths here. Nice, and then from here bring palms towards the chest. Lift the gaze, lengthen out the spine. And then on your next inhale, sweep the arms wide and tall. Gaze up, look towards your palms as you bring them together. And then exhale, draw the hands back down. Follow your thumbs with your gaze. And another one of these. Inhale, reach wide and tall, gaze up. Exhale, draw back downwards. Steady your focus here. Just one more of these. So imagine you're putting your energy out there as you inhale. Reach up, get wide, tall, expansive. And exhale, just draw that energy back into yourself because it all comes from you, babes. You know this. Pause here, take a few breaths. Just remind yourself of the power and the charge and the focus that you have. To do anything you want to do, you have this. Gently release your hands. Go out there, go get them. Go and get them. Thanks so much for practicing with me. I hope you feel more focused, Enjoy your day.